Yeah, what's going on, good people? On this next episode of What the Fuzz? Hey, look, what you need to do, what we all need to do, is be kind to one another and check on your peoples. And when I mean check on your peoples, I mean your people who are disabled and your family members who are elderly. Your elderly family members who are living by themselves. Check on your people. And if they not your people, say you might know somebody, an elderly person that lives next door to you. You know what I'm saying? What you do is, become friends with that person. You know what I'm saying? Just say hi to them, build a rapport, so that way, in times of need, you can always just check on, knock on the door, give a wellness check. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Such and Such? How you doing, Miss Such and Such? I was just checking on you, making sure you all right. You need anything? Because at some point in time, you will become an elderly person, or you will become a disabled person. You know what I'm saying? And it's easy for a person to become disabled. You know what I'm saying? An accident, slip and fall, anything. And you find yourself in a precarious situation where you need help. So, I'm advocating for everybody, even in this time right now of uncertainty and frustration with all these protests and people getting hurt unnecessarily and people committing crimes. Look, right now, we all need to be kind to one another. We all need to be kind to one another. We all need to be kind to one another. You know what I'm saying? Because that kindness is going to go a long way, And I'm saying that from experience because I find myself by myself a lot of the times. And it's not because I haven't been kind to people. It's just because I've been used to being by myself. But then, it's one thing being by yourself and you're able to take care of yourself. And then there's another situation where, here it is, like right now, I'm in a wheelchair, and I have to depend on other people. And that's something that's kind of hard for me to do, especially when you've been used to being independent and taking care of things on your own for so long, And, yeah, man, just gotta be kind to one another. A simple hello. A simple, hey, you look nice. I like your outfit. I like your hair. I like your shoes. Those small things, can mean a lot to someone. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people right now have doubt, self-doubt, and just those kind words, words of kindness can do so much gratefulness for a lot of us. And I say us, I mean me too. You know what I'm saying? Because I need a lot of hugs right now. I need a lot of love right now. I need a lot of people right now, my so-called friends. I need them to be friends and be the true people who they say they are. Because I know I done put in a lot of work for people and did a lot of things for people on the front end, on the back end, on the low end, behind the scenes, invisible man. I done did a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? And I should not find myself by myself. I should not find myself struggling by myself, especially when I know that as a person who all I have done is served and protect. All I have done is pass knowledge. All I have done is done things to better the next man or woman. My methods might not be agreeable. Some people might say I'm just a little bit too stern, too forceful, whatever the case may be. But that comes from a military background. That comes from growing up in the streets, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the moral of the story is, man, be kind to one another. You know what I'm saying? We all need to be kind to one another. You know what I'm saying? Check on your peoples, check on the elderly, make sure they got some food. I just seen a few elderly people getting off the train. Elderly women who I know in their late 70s, probably in their 80s, hunched over. I done seen men today hunched over at the VA department. People getting off the train. It's cold as hell out here, man. And I'm seeing little elderly women pushing shopping carts and still being resilient out here. And people just walking on by. you know, and I'm sitting here saying, damn, I'm in a chair. If I could help, I would, you know. Man, we got to go back to the days, man. You see somebody with some groceries, man, help them with their groceries. Hey, man, such and such, you need me? Would you like some help with your groceries? Can I help you take your groceries in the house? That's an act of kindness. You know what I'm saying? That's an act of kindness. You know, those little small acts of kindness will go so far in life. You know, it will go so far in life. And with that being said, I'm going to see y'all next time on What the Fuss. I need to stop smoking cigarettes. Cigarettes got my motherfucking teeth looking yellow as hell. What the fuss?